So, and let me just copy and paste the questions for we start. 10 questions, I think that's okay. More text. Chat. Okay, here we go. So guys, something with problems today to connect and to put live on YouTube, but let's continue here in your conversation. Just let me know, is anyone here is their first time on TNT? I don't think so, right? Okay, but just for refresh, Talk and Talk, it is a platform for you, a community here. You can talk in English, in Spanish, in Italian, French, and so on. And here's a safe place for you to talk, make mistakes, and no one here gonna correct you. And that's it, guys. And the conversation today, I think, is a very good topic. It's about artificial intelligence, and like we see in this video, uh, how can be uh, the very useful for someone who has some who is blind, like this guy in this video, and has a lot of potential benefits and potential risks. And that's why I think he is good. We discuss, we talk about it. And yeah, I hope you can enjoy the conversation. Okay, and let me know if you have some problem. Let me just create the background rooms. Let me see. We are in 10. Yeah, I think it's three groups. I think that's okay. Great. And don't forget, always introduce yourself, okay? Introduce your name, say your name, say where you're from, what do you do for a living, and then you go to the questions. Okay, let me see. All right, that this one. Okay. So guys, accept invitation, and I bring you back like 4:10 maybe, okay? Or 4:05, so you can enjoy the conversation. I'll see you later, alligator. Accept the invitation, please. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Very good. So let's start. I like to know more about you guys. So ladies first, Danny, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Danielle. I'm currently turning years old from the lively city of Rio. My life is enriched by my adorable canine companions, and I take great pride in my role as a senior software quality engineer. When I'm not immersing in ensuring software excellence, I share me my downtime. Uh, you You often find me including in restful slumbers and grossing capacitative series at the comfort of my home, or navigating through the exciting challenge of Super Mario.
Nice. Okay, and just hey Pedro, good afternoon. I'm gonna move here you to another group, number 3. Yeah. Hey Pedro, please accept the invitation to move to another group for you to talk more. Yeah, I don't think if it works. Yeah, now it works. Nice, Danny. So good. Thank you for introducing yourself. Appreciate it. And Marcos, how about you, my friend? Go ahead.
Hey man, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you.
Sure. So, my name is Marcos. I'm living in Rio de Janeiro. I'm 37 years old. I'm married for 10 years. I have 3 children. And I work with logistics, more specifically supply chain. My free time, I like to go to the park and to play soccer with my kids. and go to beach. I don't like so much shopping, and I'm here in Talk for 4 months.
Nice, nice. Amazing. Thank you, Marcos.
Thank you.
And yeah. And Barbara, so your turn. Barbara, can you listen me? Can you listen me?
Yes.
Nice.
Hi, John. Yes.
Yeah, Johnny, yeah. Let me
Johnny,
put my
sorry.
name. I forget.
Yeah. So I was here last week, but was with Philippe.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to participate in TALKNTALK. Nice to meet you, Johnny. I don't remember if I had a conversation with you, but I'm really glad to have a conversation here on TALKNTALK. I'm Barbara. I'm from Minas Gerais, Belo Horizonte.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Brazilian, of course, and I like to learn language. I'm trying to improve my language skills right
Mm-hmm.
now because I'm participating on the sessions on English, on Spanish. I was trying to learn in French. I'm trying yet, but I couldn't achieve. It's really difficult that language. So I think it will took time to do that. But really, thank you for today, and let's go.
Nice, nice. Yeah, my pleasure, Barbara. Thank you for yeah, last week I asked for Philip to replace me, and because Mother's Day, and I went to my grandma's house. And that's it, but I usually be here all the Sundays, 3 p.m. Eventually, sometimes I ask someone to another host to reply me. And I'm Junior Harton. I'm 28 now, and I'm Christian, and I have a fiance. She lives in Ilhéus, Bahia. I'm from Osasco, São Paulo. And by the way, next month I plan to visit her in Bahia. And let me see. Yeah, I'm pursuing a master's degree in the same field, and I work with in the electricity market. And basically that's it, guys. And I'm using a lot artificial intelligence in my I looking for to use every day. I think I made uh I'm doing a trial test with Gemini from Google Advanced, for 2 months zero. So I is a good tip, for you practice. I think you can uh, try for 2 months paying nothing, and I think it's very powerful uh, tools. I am I think this topic is very very important to be talk. And let me start, okay, with Danny, please. In your point of view, the question number one: what are the most promising ways artificial intelligence can improve our daily lives and society as a whole? Oh, you're muted. I can listen. No problem.
Um, the classics for me. AI has already made a significant improvement in your daily lives. For instance, chatbot assistants use with purchasing and resolving service-related issues. Um, AI in customer service efficiency and the accessibility.
Yeah, yeah. Like in the video we saw, as you watched. Great, great. Yeah, I think no, that's okay for this question. Thank you, Danny. Marcus, question number two for you. How can AI contribute to solving global challenges like climate change, disease, or poverty? Like we are facing this in the south of Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul, and maybe the forecast can be uh, improved, enhanced with the artificial intelligence. Uh, do you agree with that, or what do you think about how we can use this to solve this climate changes?
Yeah, man, I believe that this kind of AI can help to preview this some
Mm-hmm.
situation like this. because like to Rio Grande do Sul is very complicated. But if you connect the about the global health, you can maybe they can learn about the disturbs or the temperature or
Mm-hmm.
something so huge to came to some place, and for you make the plan to do something before this tragedy happen. I believe this can help you a lot, man. Yeah, if you I don't know if this happened this information before, but I believe the AI can help if the information before this help for make something more fast, yeah, right?
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. Uh, yeah, I'm thinking about some disease, like they can find the solution for something with more faster than the can accelerate the research, like for in the pandemic. And about poverty,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
yeah, I think one of the things that we can think it to the artificial intelligence not to be in the only keep with the small group, right? Only a few rich person. I think that's good to equalize the access with this because can helping a lot of people. Okay, Marx, I
Sure.
appreciate. Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah. They make the information more amplitude for the
Yeah.
information, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows what can help, and not the public politics make something more. If you or your neighborhood can make something uh, don't for make more
Mm-hmm.
level more easy these disasters, maybe easy if it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, with more data, more information, have more tools to face in this situation, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Marcus. And Barbara, let me see. Uh, question number 3 for you, but feel free if you want to comment another questions, okay? Tipo, number 1 or 2. What potential advancements in healthcare and medicine can we expect from artificial intelligence, in your opinion? If you,
Uh,
Mhm.
for me, I think they actually are present. We can see AI in the healthcare and medicine fields. I think they are using it for searchings. I remember a case that they did a transplant in a human, a pig heart in a human.
Oh,
So probably they tried to use AI too. I think they are improving it in the healthcare and medicine in the whole world. I think they are try using for good. Also
mm-hmm,
for climate change, as Marco
mm-hmm,
said. I think
mm-hmm,
sometimes it's not good to use it because people can be lazy to learn stuff,
yeah,
and
mm-hmm,
people can try just to easier source, but it's also good for some fields as climate, healthcare,
mm-hmm.
medicine. So if you can separate it for good, it's a good sign.
Yeah, good point. Because
Yes,
yeah, is something that you can be used for a good thing, like to help the people, but also you can use for bad things, and that's why we need
yes,
to discuss these ethical problems. But I remember this situation about the pig because if I'm not wrong, has a one of the coordinator was a Brazilian guy in the process, and yeah, amazing. You can take from heart from a pig and put in the human.
yes.
You can save a lot of lives.
Like AA is part of the technology, and
Mm,
I think we can use the technology for good. So
yeah.
we just need to try improve it and separate the things, like not use
Hmm.
for the bad things.
Yeah.
I think
Nice,
that's really
nice.
good.
Yeah, thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it. Danny, let me see. So we are talking about it, and the question number four, Danny. Should there be limits on the development and use of artificial intelligence in center areas? If so, where? Just to help to explain, if I'm not wrong, I watched a video from the guy from Tesla. I forgot his name. Uh,
Elon Musk.
yeah, this guy, Musk.
Right.
And he was talking about they don't use artificial intelligence, in Tesla, in Starlink, something in his companies. I just started watching, but it didn't finish. But curious because very famous guy with technology. You try to associate, okay, technology and artificial intelligence, but he looks like a little uh, avoid these tools. I don't know why. Maybe he has a good reason. But in your point of view, Danny, should be should there be limits on developing artificial intelligence in center areas? What do you think?
Sure. Then there are legitimate concerns about the misuse
Hmm.
of image and voice manipulation software. Um, for example, that the voice and image of Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Um, it's crucial to critically examine these issues and establish law regulating AI using these areas, because um, for for time AI helping us, for time AI causes big troubles to
Mm,
reputation and the life um other people's.
yeah. Yeah, one of the things that was Barbara said, the people like something that I need to take care not to be lazy because the technology came to bring facilities for us, like for automating our lives. But sometimes, for example, nowadays, no one, like, it was very common when I was a kid. I knew my number, my grandma numbers, my mother's numbers, and no, nowadays I only know my number, and sometimes I can forget, and that's why, because a lot of things are very easy for us, and and this can be like we tend to be lazy, to not use too much our brain, our potential. I think this is one of the points I think he can be damage for us. Do you agree, Danny, or do you has any other
I
bad
really
example?
agree with you. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
used to memorize a lot of numbers
Yeah.
because you are using it.
Yeah.
You were using it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to keep in your mind when you practice it. But when you don't use it anymore, you just put it on cell phone, in your notes, and you forget it. So,
Yeah.
as I said, that technology can be good, but also can be not so good. So we need to try keep doing our
Mm-hmm.
exercise in our mind in every day. And it's also difficult because it's really fun the fact that when you are young, you have good memories. When the age is coming,
Older.
with age is coming,
uh,
yes, when you get older, it's easy to forget stuff, but
yeah.
you should practicing because it's also good, like they said, for not have Alzheimer or that kind
Mm-hmm.
of sickness. You should train your brain. So technology make us lazy sometimes.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yes.
is one of the things that sometimes we, because I think our brain look to the easy path, like, and sometimes we need to force us. Like my mother always say for me when I'm driving, oh, stop to use the GPS, try to but nowadays I think it's impossible for me go anywhere. Even if I already know how to arrive in, I put a GPS just for see if it has an easy path, without traffic. And yeah, but not, I remember a lot of people know a lot of path without GPS, and this is good for our memory, but sometimes can be bad because we don't exercise anymore. Has a lot of example, I think, but I just remember this two ones now. But yeah, yeah. Okay, Danny, do you have any another comments in the question number 4? Would you like to share? Okay, okay, that's okay. Okay. And Marcus, let me ask you for you. Question number 5. Who should be responsible for the actions and decisions of AI systems? So we faced some of these problems. Someone, I don't know, like if the AI practice some injuries, like some offenses, racist, who are responsible. I think nowadays they are improving these stuffs, because sometimes I think the AI say, oh, I can say this, but I remember in the beginner it was very common. We saw this some example of this, and yeah, I think sometimes they ask the person who are asking try to simulate another. Oh, in this scenario, uh they try to force, like the to provoke. But anyway, any ethical problems, like I don't know if they use that once someone ask for the AI to create a poem, a music based in artists who are dead, who are the responsible for these, like some ethical questions. So feel free for comment about it.
Yeah, man, it's a complicated question.
Yeah.
Because I have a time ago that I see uh, one report saying about this. You can make some music in few minutes. You put there some words and that you wanna, and yeah, give you one music. From
Yeah.
that's complicated because who's the responsible for this,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, there are a lot of people that make the music and don't like so much this. It's
Hmm.
complicated because I remember too on time ago that talking about the put the chip in your brain
Mm.
for helping on some memories or you think something. Uh, Now you can think about this. If you do something, you can. It is you're responsible for yourself, or you can put the responsible for the system for intelligence artificial. It's
Yeah.
complicated, man. If maybe I have it done chip in my brain, I go then kill one people. I said, oh, not me. It's it's me. It was my chip in my brain. It's
Yeah.
complicated, man. That is like the question number 4. There are some
Mhm.
limits. You have to respect for this. You can don't wait. You can't pass this limits because if I pass this, we lost the world.
Yeah.
The finish for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree, and I think sometimes it's difficult to put limits when you don't know exactly the limits, the boundaries, And that's one of the things I would like to ask you, Barbara, about the question number 10. I think we can associate these questions because question number 10 is what are the potential benefits and risks of AI in law enforcement and criminal justice? Because my point of view, I think the things going faster, the velocity of the things are improving a lot of new tools, much more faster than the velocity of the law improve, you know? Like ideally we should be a safe place, a safe just for that thing. But actually what you see, first we have a problem, a new problem with AI, and then they're gonna judge, they're gonna create something to avoid this. As we are seeing with fake news, in the beginning it was with our role, you know. And nowadays they are creating a lot of laws in Brazil to avoid this. And I think this is similar with the AI. A lot of the problems, risks, I just you be knowing now for the people, no, because as something very different. I think no one can imagine how is it possible to do this, and how do you see this situation? Oh, feel free for comment.
It's interesting, like they can use some AI for benefits, like search bad stuff on internet and to help to create new laws about it. But I don't know if if he's really trustful. Using just AI to do that, like you need to have someone or a human person
Specialist, yeah.
to help on that process. We cannot just trust in AI to enforce our law. It can be helpful, like we used to see on TV serials. We used to see in CSI, like they used to recognize a bad guy or a criminal that are in the database, but we need to have someone to help and to manage it, because we cannot just trust on AI alone, to work alone. So the potential benefits is really high. We can use it in our lives, in our community, but we need people to manage that kind of stuff too. I believe in that. We cannot hear you, John. I don't know.
My bad. I was talking,
No
but I just
worries.
say that I agree, and yeah,
No worries.
that's why it's good for we talk, because the things are happen. The society as we see today is different that last. For example, I was thinking about like I don't know if you're familiar with soccer, but let me explain. Cássio in Corinthians is a guy who passed like for 12, 13 years in a club, and nowadays he decided to change. And I was reflecting about it because in another time, not so much years ago, but Rogério Ceni, Marcos, another big defenses, goalkeepers, they they keep all his life in the same club. And I think nowadays we have like internet, for example, where they suffering a lot of attacks from haters, internet. I think this example maybe not make maybe no make sense for you guys, but my mind just for we see how the things are being transforming. Like a lot of things that like nowadays I think it is impossible to imagine living without say, a smartphone or a computer. But one day you already survive without this. And nowadays I think it's very difficult you live without full technology. I think it is the part of our, and I think this is good. Like artificial intelligence, if you use in a reasonable way, I think it is very can bring benefits. But we need to be conscious about these things came together in these benefits. Like there's some things can be some damage for ourselves, and that's why we need to take care in using this. But I think they can help too much for the way. I don't know, like Danny, let me know. Do you has the uh do you use in your daily life some artificial intelligence, or you prefer avoid? What is your relation with this ChatGPT, Gemini, Llama, and other ones?
Sorry.
I just ask
Um,
if you use artificial intelligence, like for example, ChatGPT from OpenAI, or Gemini from Google, or any kind of of artificial intelligence.
okay. I usually Copilot.
Oh, from Microsoft, right?
And the last week I am participating of immersion with the Gemini AI.
Nice,
And I like it. I like it because for my day that the software engineer is very important. They use of the AI, but in my company um, we have our usually that is stack AI, that's the product of my company, and
hmm
the um, has a one mountain that started and that company. So um, I fall in love with the state AI because she helped me writing documentation, um, code, um, best practice of the development, and the critical my code. That's
nice.
yeah, yeah. She is my best friend for now.
I see. And yeah, I never wrote it what this filming, but I'm listening some people saying about the movie called Her. If I'm not wrong, is a guy who has
Yes,
a
it's
relationship.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, maybe I'm not. I don't know the name, but
Yes.
he has a relationship with artificial intelligence, and it's not so recent. I think he has some years this movie, right? And yeah, curious, but Daniel, saying about in your area, I think if you put a piece of the code, oh, can you help me in this part? Why this is wrong? I think he can be benefits, right? To help you to identify the problems, right? To look the mistakes. I think that can be very good, right?
Yeah, in the next Wednesday, I talk in a QA event for Rio Grande do Sul
Mm,
about the use the AI of the quality software. Um, because as I dedicate to soft quality engineer and I am deeply involved in developing of the software uh, 3, 3 3.0. My mission is not just about creating software, but about sculpting a tool that is precise and invasive as possible. I am
mm,
committed to elimination any traces of racism
mm,
and its your stereotypes and ensuring your software stands as beacon of fairness and equality in the digital world because the actuality um, some AI that little traces of racism
mm.
and the um, read the faces and the people, the black peoples and
Yeah.
the So, eu me perdi.
No worries, no matter, I get your point.
Acabam confundindo as pessoas porque são estereotipadas. Uma das coisas que eu procuro fazer é trazer diversos perfis para que a gente faça os testes, para que não caia nesse viés de pessoas negras geralmente têm os traços semelhantes. E é muito fácil a inteligência artificial acabar confundindo.
Yeah, this is a very, very important thing, and I appreciate for you bring this because we have this, yes, I don't know how to say in English, in human beings, but it's difficult imagining how they, because the artificial intelligence, the training for it's like a robot should not be so with this the same viases of the human beings. But yeah, it's a very good point because I already listened something about it, like how they are training for white guys, supremacy, and I think it's very, very important we discuss about it, because I think it can be very uh, unfair, very problem if they make mistakes. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have a opinion to, but I totally understand that can be something that they need to improve. Like to not allow the artificial intelligence be racist and another something bad. Thank you, Danny. Let me move. Marcus. Oh, let me return here. Marcus, question number uh, 8 for you. Of course, you like to know if you use some artificial intelligence in your daily lives. But question number 8: how might AI change the way we interact with technology and each other? It's like two questions, right? But it's the same thing. And how might AI affect human relationships and social interactions in the future? So feel free for comment.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the movies, but we have I remember the one movie that very very old, like the man that puts the no before this the girl called the man, hey, let's go the sex, right? And the man, oh yes, of course. So okay, they give the man one glass, and she
Uh,
put the glass and sit at the table, and make the sex for virtual, man. The old movie, but more this time ago, uh, the people can imagine what can happen. For example, nowadays, I believe it nowadays is
mm.
practically, of course, possible make this and mix it with the only the glass virtual, uh,
Hey,
with
Marcus,
avatar, right?
have you ever watched Black Mirror?
Yeah, yeah,
Has an episode they talk about exactly what you're saying, but has some two guys and they like to play video games and they play video games and they try to take a relationship in this world, with the avatar of the the cartoon, It's very uh recently, like if you compare with this movie, and yeah, something that oh, how can you imagine it that people are lives in a parallel lives, in our real life, and some people prefer like we see like the it's not metaverse or something like the people
yeah.
pay a lot of money for do a wedding party in this universe. I mean, how the people
It's so
spend
very
money?
crazy, right? Very crazy because but it's very crazy for us. For example, I'm 37 years old, but maybe for my children, my son,
Yeah.
it's 9. For this is so normal in the future, but to me now it's very crazy, yes.
Hmm.
And it's uh, can be a problem because you have can building a whose problem with interaction with another people. For example, if you just talk with another people for the avatar or for the internet, if you go to the talk people in the street, you don't know what to do. It's complicated, man. You have it to improve our way to treatment with another people or talking in public with for so much people, and it's be so dangerous for this. Now have right. I believe this is the really problem with social interactions with people if it just happen just talking in there about internet or something like that.
Yeah, Marx. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And yeah, thank you for sure. Barbara, I would like to ask you the question number 9, but before that, just say, yeah, let me read. What are the implications of AI for education and learning? And just to help, I would like to share this video, but was without time. But I see it's from ChatGPT also. One father and a son, and they are talking with a tablet and then ChatGPT, and the father say, "Oh, help my son to study math, but don't give him the answer. Just guide, you know." And it was very nice to see like um, the 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 ChatGPT starting to, oh, what is this angle? This is a triangle, you know, like in the ASCII. They are guiding the kid, the boy to the to understand, you know. And I think you both very powerful, you know, for this new generation. Well, of course, without only put up this the answer. No, our construction the way to help the guy to understand, to really know by yourself. And how do you see this implication of AI for education in the process of learning? I think you already told can be uh, transforming us in be lazy, but I think it has some benefits maybe. How do you see these implications?
It's difficult to topic because we can see good, but as is interesting, like we said, you said, they aren't teach how to do it, not just give your answers, but also you lose the relation between father and child. So we you gain some things, but we lost something. So we need to discern what's good for us. Uh, AI is really present between us nowadays. We can see children with tablets, cell phones, computers. They are not playing together anymore. They don't talk as we talked in the past. So, which point we need the AA for teaching homework for your child? So we need to separate the things, like you need to have moments with them to teach them. Sometimes parents cannot know how to do the homeworks because the homeworks are really difficult, even though for fathers or parents. But they used to give hard homeworks for you have time with children too. So you can use AI as a helpful stuff, but we cannot be avoid to try to teach too. So it's a good for education and learning, but you we need to have discernment to using it.
Yeah, I think one of the things I'm not sure exactly about the information, but something like one kid's uh three I don't know something the data is something like the kids are giving access so much earlier with technology uh I remember my first cell phone was without my teenager, you know. Nowadays a kid already born knowing how to go in YouTube, put it the finger, and I think they are very more accessible about it, and that's one thing the fathers need to be careful how they leave the kids with this technology because nowadays, as we are seeing, are increasing a lot. The things and yeah, has a lot of uh, social interaction with other kids. Maybe they are missing to pass more time in video games and computers. Good. All right. Anything else, Barbara? Oh, that's okay. That's all for discussion.
That's all for this question. As I said, it's difficult to how can I say, like, to figure out how it we have as a consequence
Mm-hmm.
in our world in the future, but it's also necessary to use it. So
Yeah.
we cannot be avoid for everything. We need to separate the good stuff and bad stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Barbara. I agree. So guys, are you gonna ask you the last question for each of you? Okay, and they're gonna bring the guys back. Um. I have a question here, Danny, for you, but not here in the another. What role should governance play in regulating artificial intelligence technology? Like, how do you see is the governance should act to stimulate or to avoid, I don't know, all these implications, benefits and risks, how they should regulate in this access for the society? Any? Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys. I think um, a little scary for for it because um, the AI they usually that's for 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 good and the devil
Mm-hmm.
the devil was in the I don't know I think I think I think we debated um the the laws and the rules about the use of the AI. Um, then in software and the health service, health service,
Mm-hmm.
and the use of the criminal justice and the for example the ChatGPT
Uh-huh.
and the also people they use that the writing um the writing articles and the um desculpa pessoal travei.
No worries, no
Eu
worries.
esqueci de dizer, eu tenho
No
ansiedade para falar
worries.
inglês, desculpa, e aí eu cheguei no meu limite.
Don't worry, here's a safe
No
place.
worries.
Yeah, I
Eu não
appreciate.
acredito que eu falei com quase uma hora sem travar, travei no final.
You're well done, and yeah, I really thank you for your effort, and yeah, I appreciate. Thank you
And
for
the
sharing.
question is difficult.
Yeah, even in Portuguese,
The-
for talk about it is not easy. Yeah,
yes.
thank you, Danny. I appreciate. Would you like to say anything else? Oh, that's okay. That's all.
Ah, não, então, eu queria pontuar. Me
Mm-hmm.
preocupa como os modelos de machine learning estão cada vez sendo mais atualizados, que é a linguagem que rege a inteligência artificial. Me preocupa, por exemplo, o nosso sistema é, eleitoral, ele faz leitura de digital na maioria das sessões. Então, me
Mm-hmm.
preocupa o uso de algum software para poder burlar essas
Entendi.
assinaturas para tendenciar voto para esse ou aquele candidato. Embora admitam que o nosso sistema eleitoral ele é um dos mais seguros, que constantemente são feitas simulações de ataque, existe por parte do governo um próprio grupo de hackers que ficam em busca de hackear, e pessoas que encontram alguma vulnerabilidade, inclusive, são premiadas por isso. Tem esse programa, mas ainda assim me preocupa. Como a gente pode estar usando a questão também de a maioria dos aplicativos também dessa questão de leitura de digital, então aplicativo de banco, o próprio celular, que também faz reconhecimento facial, e
Verdade.
aí a gente cai naquela questão de estereótipo. Então, se de repente eu me pareço com alguém meu fenótipo, né? Se parece com alguém, e eu ser capaz de desbloquear o telefone ou acessar um aplicativo. Então, acho que a gente ainda está muito no começo, a gente ainda está ainda olhando só para a ponta do iceberg. Eu acho que a discussão desse assunto ela é muito mais densa e, e eu acho que urgente. O que foi feito essa semana com a imagem do Zuckerberg e do Elon Musk, embora tenha sido um protesto, e eu confesso que eu adorei, a gente, ao mesmo tempo, causa preocupação, porque você vê o como é fácil simular e criar fake news.
Sim.
Então, a gente pode ter um futuro bem sombrio se a gente não começar a olhar agora uma forma de regulamentar o uso da inteligência artificial.
Very good. Yeah, thank you. Congratulations, Danny.
Desculpa,
Yeah,
gente, mas
no,
minha bateria do inglês acabou.
no problem. We are almost in the end, and thank you so much, Danny. And just for we finish, Marcos. I knew about Google. They are improve the Android. If you are walking the street with your smartphone and someone stolen for you, they're gonna block your like you use artificial intelligence maybe to recognize if the way how they push from you it is like considered like a stolen, they you block your cell phone because nowadays they stolen and the people can use. How do you see this news and just any final comments about this topic? Feel free.
Yeah, I believe it can be positive this, but it is dangerous too because, for example, if my son take my cell phone, I take their hands and block my cell phone. It's complicated, right?
Yeah, good point.
So we have to improve more this, like uh, the facing, like the Dana said.
Mm-hmm.
It's very complicated because was I don't know if 4 or 5 points that they make the comparison this phase here. We
Mm-hmm.
have to put more maybe comparison some points more for they give the real person, right? And man, like Dan said, is the begin is the a little point that we are in the technology about this, but we have to go with this. Be careful with this because it is so good, but it's so dangerous too. We have to make this in our mind. For there are some very people good with good intention, but we know this.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people with the bad intention, the rob the account of bank, the money. And man, we know where the people can is
Mm-hmm.
very bad. That's complicated, right?
Yeah, and following this idea, Barbara, just is something that Mark said we need to take care because if we share something with the ChatGPT, for example, they you keep our information if you be personal, you know. And how do you see this? And do you have any hints, any tips about uh something that people are not talking about this stuff. So feel free for your final comments.
It's difficult because everywhere we left our date, the date data.
Yeah, later.
Everywhere. Like we read the terms and we agree, and actually don't read anything, everything. So you just put your date and it keep there. So it's good sometimes not give all your date and try to be careful with your passwords and with your information. Read the stuff and try to be avoiding the bad websites too.
Very
And
good.
try to delete the history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know they have our date everywhere, so it's difficult to not have our date on the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah, that's true. So I'm bringing the guys back. Just for we finish our day today. 10 seconds, and everyone gonna be here again. One more person. Hey guys, hello. I hope you can the conversation can be I hope it well can be good for you because here in your group was very nice. We discussed about a lot of things, ethical problems, concerns, good things, also. And yeah, I'm not gonna ask you for each of you how was the conversation because we are many here. I don't know want taking more time, but someone who would you like to say something to share? Would you like to share how was the conversation in your group? Feel free for if you wanna ask. If you wanna share.
It was amazing conversation. Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, Pedro, and then Wanda. Go ahead, Pedro.
It's me. I think it's me.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
not a lot of Pedro. Well, um, oh, the questions are so hard to think because had a lot of areas to that AI implicates. So, well, if you are not in that area, maybe you another knowledge the implication of AI in this area. So, heard when you heard the people saying about the vision about the question about the implication of AI in the area, you you have more knowledge. Yeah, I like the subject.
You are
And
You
muted.
are muted. This happened
My
to
bad.
me.
it
My
was
bad.
a really good conversation. And
Hmm.
I love the subject. It's really hard for me as a dancer to talk, but I talk. It's really good. Thank you for bringing this subject for us.
My pleasure. And guys, just before we finish, everyone, I think my first time I see everyone with the open your camera. So let me take a screenshot, okay? And then I can send for you Will because I know you like to post in LinkedIn. So 1, 2, 3, cheese. Yeah. Thank you guys. I really thank you for today. I'm sorry for the problem in the beginning. And that's it. Take care, guys. Okay. See ya.
Thank you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, see you.